Jerome Span. Of course, I'm here to tell you about our sponsor today. And our sponsor is, of course, and will forever be longstanding. Hey, mind you, he don't give me no money, but this is my man's. I got to hold him down. It is Swopes Athletic Recruiting and Scouting. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, Swopes is out here trying to change lives. He's trying to help get these young athletes into college each and every week. Every day he dedicates a lot of time to this. This man has a serious passion for helping others further their education and further their lives in a lot of great ways. They are on Facebook. Make sure you look up Swopes Athletic Recruiting and Scouting. Swopes is spelled Swopes. It is ran by Mr. Nathaniel Swopes Jr. He is the man in Houston, if y'all don't know. Yes, make sure you go check him out if you're trying to get your kid into school, or hell, if you're even a kid here that's thinking about going into school and you want to try and keep playing, keep your athletic career going, make sure you go check out Swopes Athletic Recruiting and Scouting. He is the man that is going to help you keep that dream going. So make sure you follow them on Facebook, and you can get right a hold of Mr. Swopes there. He will help you get into college and keep your dream going for continuing to play your sports. So again, people, Swopes Athletic Recruiting and Scouting. Check it out now. Help change some kid around you that you know's future, or hell, even your future.
Yeah, Enigma in the house. My man J-Span, Titan Studios. It's called From the Heart. Keeping it real is what all the song's about. Never selling your soul. Always staying true to yourself. Alright, yeah. Check it out. Money, cars, but we'll never get you far unless you're gonna spit it from the heart. Yeah, money, cars, but we'll never get you far unless you're gonna spit it from the start. Man, money, cars, but we'll never get you far unless you're gonna spit it from the heart. Yeah, money.
And welcome back to your favorite weekly sports show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it is ITC Sportsball, and I am your man, Jerome Span. Of course, pretty space on ITC. Don't you forget it, baby. Make sure you like, subscribe, and rate and review us. If you only give us 4 stars instead of giving us 5 stars, I'm inclined to think that you are a hater. You don't want me to think that because I'm a really nice guy, and I'll call you out when I see you. That being said, let's get these intros rolling. Of course, we've got the originator of this whole ITC thing. Some of y'all know him as Pop. Some of y'all know him as the Ace. If you get into his face, he will put you in your place. Ladies and gentlemen, he is that man, Terrell.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's time to get it cracking once again. It is ITC Sportsball on a Sunday, and I'm feeling kind of good, and I know my boys are too. Let's get this popping.
Yes, sir. And of course, we've got ITC's resident hot take spitter, the man who rips like Dylon spits. He is the modern day Ali on the microphone. When he steps into your home, all your ladies is gone. Ladies and gentlemen, he is that man.
Just a disclaimer, bro. Whenever if Jerome falls asleep, it's because he's 40 now.
Because I'm a man now. I'm 40. Yeah. Okay.
It's your boy Basement. I'm ready to go, man. If you fall asleep on the stream, bro, it's because he's 40.
Yeah. Whatever, hater. Whatever. All that being said, thank you all for being here with us, but we might as well get this thing rolling because we know it is an NFL Sunday. That means we are on a tight crunch here. So over this last week, the biggest thing that I think popped out was this scandal with all of this NBA gambling. Not only did we have somebody in bed with the 5 families, right? But we also had, it looked like dudes was out here shaving for their unders. I just want to start here. My base question is, how much trouble do you think the NBA is in?
Man, the NBA is about to single-handedly destroy sports betting. All seriousness, check this out, man. I think it was over the summer. Michael Porter said something just like really alarming in like a random interview, talking about, sure, like a lot of these guys, you know, they own because they're NBA players, but a lot of their partners from back home, you know, they still regular 9-to-5 job, this and that. You can't take everybody with you. So instead of having a dude out here trying to trap and whatever else to flip 10K, bro, why not just, hey, bro, slide him 10K, have him put it on your unders for a game, and you do what you got to do to make sure they hit. That's an easy hustle than your boy doing something illegal. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're not wrong, but this is still illegal too, though. So that's the thing. That's where it becomes a sticky situation because your boy's still doing something illegal. Y'all are both doing something illegal. Instead of you being able to keep your legal money, and maybe if he get into some trouble, you can put money on a lawyer for him. Now y'all both in trouble. They're like, oh, look,
I feel you, but like, if you talk about like the danger of being in the streets versus the danger of sports betting, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, I feel you. But I just want to say this. Why are these niggas doing stuff via text message, brother? What happened to the old rules of the game is we don't do no talking on the phone. What happened? What happened to the rules of the game? See, I gotta ask you. I know you saw all of this too. I know you've been a guy who's like Chauncey Billups for most of his career, right? So, brother, how your man's over here getting involved with the five families?
Hold on. Not he my man's because I mean, you sound just like a parent. What your kid do over there? Huh? That's your child over there.
I'm just saying that's your man. What's going on with him?
Bruh, I wish I could tell you. I really do. Because like when this story broke, I was like, oh my goodness, like what in the world just happened? Like to go back to what you were just asking Mace, like about like say sports betting and all this other stuff. We've seen controversies with like pretty much a lot of the major sports, you know, like say from baseball to football, all sorts of stuff. Like, but basketball was kind of like, okay, you know, blah, blah, you know, hey, you made the league, blah, blah, blah. Man, I'm telling you that
Terrell's losing his mind. You can see he's losing it literally as he's saying it. He's like,
hey, bro,
losing
you see the smoke coming out of his ears, bro. He's just overheating. But seriously though, man, basketball is probably the easiest sport, I guess, to augment your play. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're going to sports bet, if you're going to do something like this, basketball is kind of like the easiest sport of like the 3 U.S. major sports to just sit here and be like, I can put my boys on, bro. Hey, bro, just bet on the under on my minutes, dog. Like nobody in the heat of the moment, nobody's going to question whether or not somebody really got injured, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now they will.
Mm-hmm.
Dude goes out in the first quarter. That's gonna be some. Hey, people gonna be having questions, bro. Somebody go out in the first quarter, or somebody have like 1 or 2 questionable turnovers. The ball slips out their hands. You can't sit here and do this no more. Like, oh my god, my hands. You can't do that no more, bro. Like,
hey, the whole game is messed up at this point, bro. It's all messed up because look, we know how this stuff works. They clearly are not the only ones, right? So that being the case, knowing that they are not the only ones, who else's names are about to get dropped? And I do want to shout out Gilbert Arenas just for being the troll that he is. But when the stuff first dropped, everybody like, was Gilbert out here snitching? And he came in with the snitch lunch sack, bruh. Oh, the trolling is wow! I love it.
Hey, you see my boy came out and said, if I don't drop 22 on my live stream, I'm putting I'm putting defamations on all of y'all.
Oh, like it's so good. It's so good. But in all seriousness, I think this is going to have some very big ramifications. Look, man, we all knew with sports betting getting into bed with the sports leagues, it was going to eventually cause some funny business to happen. Now we're seeing it, and it's not just across one sport. I mean, there's already been betting issues in hockey. Right now, we're looking at basketball, baseball, and football up next. Then, baby, that means we know that it's coming. So, at some point, I think this is going to hit a very critical mass where there might be a reevaluation by these sports leagues on, hey, should we be taking this sports book money? I don't know if that's a good idea, because you remember for most of our lives growing up, guys, the leagues, even if there was legal sports betting in your state, they were not going to take that money for their advertisement, right? They were all, that was faux pas. No, we are not taking that money. Now they're all about it. And I think they're reaping what they sow with that, gentlemen. I have to say, like, this is.
Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be some reevaluation of whether or not sports leagues want to be associated with sports betting after this. You can't sit here and not only that, man. Just the egregious clips that we've seen over the past week of Terry Rozier apparently throwing games.
Look, if you want to talk about the one dude to mess it up for everybody, it was him. He was so blatant, like, because even before the reports came out, right, when it was first, what's his name that got caught? Porter's little brother. When it was first him, I remember seeing a lot of NBA heads was out here like, hey, dog, y'all might want to take a look at Terry Rozier. Y'all might want to take a look at how he be looking. And now your whole name is in it. It looks so blatantly obvious what you were doing. Like, oh, brother, this is how you get banned from a league for life. This is how it happens.
Can we, for a second, though, can we talk about the technology that these gentlemen used in those poker games? Talking about X-ray vision goggles and neon light tables. Hey, man.
Look, cheating technology is wild.
At this point, bro, you couldn't pay me enough to go to some dude's basement and play a poker game, bro. I don't know if you cheating me or not, dog. Like, I had no idea you could cheat this well.
So funny enough, 2 weeks ago, literally 2 weeks ago, I was watching a video. I'm trying to remember. It's like one of Vox's channels, I think. But essentially, the dude was talking about like the dark side of all this stuff that you can do. And what he was talking about on this particular episode was how you can rig a card game. And what they showed, yeah, yo, legit. I couldn't believe the timing of this. I just couldn't believe it. What they showed is, dude, with two people, say it was me and you, Mace, and say Terrell's our guy to bring in the big money, right? We can literally set the machine up to where it will always deal the winning hands to either me or you. Like, literally, you would think, right, those card shuffling machines, you would think, oh, there's got to be some security with this, that nobody can be cheating. No, there are multiple ways to cheat it. You can do that. Also, say somebody doesn't have a already just functionally cheating machine. You can come in with the thumb drive, and if you can plug your thumb drive into that, you can turn that into a cheating machine. Yeah. So,
hey, Mace, you want to play some poker?
Nah, bro. Nope. If I'm gonna get cheated, bro, you might as well just throw me on the roulette table, dog. If I'm gonna get cheated, at least let me have some fun while cheating. While getting cheated.
If you're watching this on YouTube, I will link the video in the description that I'm talking about so you guys can see it. But it was astounding what you could do with these machines, dog. Like,
that's outrageous,
man. And then all the stuff that they talking about in the story, right? Where they got the X-ray vision, they got the cards marked, all this different stuff. Bruh, look, I just want to know, Chauncey, bro, how bad was you hurt?
You feel me,
That's
bro?
my question.
Hey,
how
bro,
bad was it? You hurting that bad, boy? I'm just saying, like, you hurting that bad? You made millions in your career. You had endorsements too. And you was making millions being a coach. Bruh. Hey, see? Icon, what's up, baby? Icon. Holla at your boy. What's up, baby? Holla at me. We might be able to make something shake, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, trust me, if there's one person I know that could possibly figure out that machine, it's Icon.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You could go buy one of the bad boys up the secondary market, make something shake. Icon, what's up?
Shoot, you buy one of those machines off the secondary market, Icon have it ready to go in like 2 days.
Hey, I'm just saying. But look, I just want to ask this before we move on from the NBA. When does all of this blow up on Adam Silver? Because, I mean, he's the commissioner of the NBA. When does all of this blow up and land at his feet and say, hey, Adam, you're doing a shitty job?
I think it's going to be very soon. I'm within the next 2 weeks or so, if you hadn't my guess, because some of these boys are going to start snitching. They're going to hard down, start snitching, because don't nobody want to get in trouble. So I'm giving, man, I'm docked about 2 weeks because Adam Silver's the one that ushered in all this sports gambling and whatnot. He's the one that got in with there will be signs. It was like, hey, bro, if you catch me with a baby elephant, dog, don't say nothing. Hey, man.
But I think the most the reason why I say this too, especially, is the most alarming part to all of this for me, gentlemen, was the fact that apparently the FBI let the NBA know what was going on with Terry Rozier, and they still let this man get traded to the Heat and give up actual assets for him, knowing he was under investigation. That's wild. This is why I say at some point this has to come on Adam Silver. T, when do you think it hits Adam Silver's feet?
In all honesty, like I say, I think I got to agree with Mace. Like I say, it's going to be about 2 weeks because once again, like stuff like this doesn't come out without somebody in the league knowing. Okay, like I say, every scandal that we've ever heard of, somebody in one of those front offices caught whiff of it before it ever broke. And and like I say, like you just said, like say Terry Rozier got traded to Miami. Like I say, when the league knew he was under investigation, like. So in other words, y'all could have just kind of stopped it right there, but y'all let it go. A lot of sports kind of do that, you know. And mind you, like I say, now if it was like a big name player or something like that, like maybe I could understand, you know, that you kind of don't want to, you know, hamper that person, but I mean, when was the last time anybody really thought about Terry Rozier? You know what I'm saying? Like I think about Terry Rozier about as much as I think of Matthew Dellavedova. You know, I don't, not at all. Like I say, when I talk basketball,
why Delly had to catch a shot? He didn't do nothing to nobody.
Man, everybody catches strays. You know I'm the master of strays. You know I'm the master of strays.
Deli meat caught a stray, bro.
Ain't nobody thought of Matthew Dellavedova in years, and you just out here just popping strays at this man for no reason, dog.
Hey, that man should be thankful. Maybe like say somebody else see like, oh, I remember him, and go buy a jersey. He may get like $5 off the royalty check. I'm just saying. The look on Jerome's face with other disgust. I'm just saying.
Hey, Sportsball need at least $250 out of that. You put you on.
Exactly. You bet. Pay me what you owe me. I'm gonna be like Riley in the Christmas episode of the Boondocks. You gonna pay what you owe. You gonna pay what you owe.
But yet, no, in all seriousness, I think this is going to be a story that's going to be evolving over the next few weeks. I think we're going to keep circling back on it because, like you both aptly put, somebody about to start snitching. We know what time it is, and we know somebody probably got a little bit too much information, and they're going to snitch to get their way out this trouble. So it is what it is. And, hey, I just want to remind everybody, hey, Mace, you remember when David Stern and Adam Silver were telling us that there was no more gambling problems in the NBA and there was only one rogue referee that was involved in this gambling? You remember that? I just want to say, do you remember?
We should have known something. We should have known something was up then, bro.
Hey, look, as soon as they said that it was one rogue referee, I was like, oh, okay. They know it's multiple. They just don't want to throw these motherfuckers under the bus. They done probably told them on the low, hey, you got to chill for a while, bro. You got to chill. It's the block is hot right now.
One person gonna take the fall, but y'all boys gotta chill.
Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta chill. That being said, though, WWE Saturday Night Main Event is coming up next week. Now, we have got pretty much all the matches set for that card, so we basically know what to expect at this point. That being said, T, I've got to ask you here, has the build-up for this been good, considering, I mean, you came off of kind of two lackluster events kind of in a row. The fans have been kind of down on your product. You knew you had a big chance with this Saturday Night Main Event to do some stuff. Do you feel like they have not really hit the mark with the build-up here?
So here's the problem with the build-up to Saturday Night's Main Event, okay? Because essentially, when you're looking at the world title scene, and I'm talking about on both Raw and SmackDown, like I say, it seems like, say, obviously we know they had to scramble with the whole thing with Seth and his injury on that side. But then on the WWE Championship side, we see that, you know, they had to kind of scramble a little bit too, because, you know, we have Jacob Fatu, he has you know, a medical thing going on. So it just kind of seemed like they are in a realm of, well, let's see what happens. I say, because right now, like I say, off the top of my head, I can't think of all the matches. I mean, I think they kind of pressed the panic button a little bit with the WWE Women's Championship match, because Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I mean, once again, like, everybody has looked at the stats. Tiffany Stratton has had a good year, but like, she's faced for the title the same few opponents. Like, say, she's faced Jade multiple times. She's faced Nia multiple times. It's like, when are you gonna give her somebody new? And but the thing is,
just to help you out here, so the only official matches that have been announced as of, this was published on the 25th, so yesterday. Right now, it is Punk versus Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, and Tiffany and Jade. Those are the only matches that are official for Saturday Night Main Event. We are probably going to get, I would guess, maybe 2 more matches on this card before, you know, that are built during the week there. But yeah, those are the only official at this point.
Get your man Polar Nights, bro. Get your man Polar Nights. But yeah, and those are the 3 matches I was thinking of. But here's the thing: they pulled the trigger on Jade Cargill on SmackDown.
That's actually a really fair point. That's a super fair point. Okay? I mean, think about it. I don't want to stop you. He's right though. You got the low shave, right? I got a little bit coming in here, and then Mason's got the full. Yeah, that's a great point. Appreciate you, Polar Nights.
Nah, but like I say, because they pulled the trigger on Jade going heel, which, I'm sorry, anybody who was watching SmackDown on Friday, they clearly saw that was coming. But my big thing is Jade going heel versus Tiffany. I got to kind of see where it goes, because in all honesty, Tiffany Stratton is a much better character as a heel. Let's say we can all admit that. Jade Cargill, if you saw her back when she was in AEW, she was a good heel, you know. But you got to kind of limit her on the mic when she's a heel, because she kind of goes a little off kilter a little bit. But with the build up for Saturday night's main event, we've got 3 matches announced. One match is because plans got messed up. The other match is like, okay, well, this is probably where we were going anyway. And then another match that just got announced in the last 2 days. So, I mean, there's usually 2 more matches. There's usually about 5 on these type of things. So I'm wondering if they're going to throw Jerome's favorite wrestler, Dirty Dom, into a match on Saturday night's main event, you know. So
sir, you will show him his proper respect as the greatest intercontinental champion of all time, Dirty Dom. Show him his respect.
Oh, I'm sorry, the mega intercontinental champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
That's right. Show him his respect, Terrell.
Let's say. But like I say, because I don't know what other matches you're gonna really make for this, because I wouldn't throw Becky out there. And then you got the Bronnies, you know, sitting off on the sideline. I think we're gonna have a big moment at Saturday night's main event, but I want to get Mace's take on it before I say what I think the moment is. Mace, I'm gonna pass the mic.
Heaters, bro.
I'm gonna pass the mic to you. I'm gonna pass the mic to you.
So check this out. Why is Jade Cargill being a heel? I feel like everybody knew she was gonna be a heel, so that's why she shouldn't be a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany Stratton seems like she would be a much better heel, in my opinion.
Yep. Look, I mean, I don't want to stop you, right? Because I see where you're at, but 1000% agree with you. Tiffany Stratton has a natural heel appeal to her. Jade Cargill, I saw her when she was in AEW. Even when she was being presented as a heel, the fans did not respond to her as such. So that being the case, you should probably go with what will work with the fans more than trying to force something. My opinion.
Yeah, it feels forced, right? Because she has such a likable personality.
Mm-hmm.
And now you want to make her a heel? Like, that makes no sense. So that's dumb.
But that's the thing. When someone's a good enough heel, people start cheering them. We've seen it for years and years. Think about it, how much people hated Randy Orton, and then they saw him be a really great heel, and then they started cheering for him. So, I mean, like, say, Jay being a heel, like, say, in AEW, people didn't like her for the first few months, and then all of a sudden, people are just like, she's kind of like built up and blah, blah. You know, that's just the way it goes with wrestling.
And then on top of that, I really don't like this CM Punk Jey Uso match. Man, both of these guys are both deserving of like holding a title in WWE, right? So I don't understand how you could have a match where one of those gentlemen comes out as the loser versus the other. I don't think that's ultimately. I don't think that. I mean, sure, they're gonna put on a great match, right? Like, the match is gonna be. We assume the match is gonna be really good, right? They both perform well and all this, but do we really want one of those them to lose to the other?
You know what? I think you have a great point, but I have to give WWE a little bit of a defense here for this situation, because some of their key people that I think were trying to boost heels are currently in people. There, Liv Morgan. I mean, Naomi's on her maternity leave, right? We've seen, especially with Gable, they had really been doing a slow build up with him to really build up this whole El Grande Americano thing for so long, right? Where clearly it was going to get Chad over at some point and he was going to get another push. But now he's out. we have to see when he's going to be back, because as far as I know, he had a successful surgery as of 7/1 of this year, right? So he may be back before the end of the year. He may be back start of the year. We don't know. But then on top of that, you're also missing an Apollo Crews, who can always fill a role as a heel for you with basically anybody. T, Apollo Crews can basically work with anybody out there. The guy is a certified professional at this point. You're missing Kevin Owens, who can always either be your anti-hero or a heel for you. And then you also just haven't really found a spot to use a guy like Omos yet, who could also be a great heel. So WWE is like lacking in heels right now. I think one they should probably invest in and bring back is Omos. You don't really have any big giants at this point. He would really stand out among the crowd. I mean, just don't let him stand next to Tala Tonga, because then everybody will realize he ain't actually 7 feet tall. But that's a whole different story. You can keep those two away from each other. You know what I mean? But I think it's to the point that you make, though, Mace, because I think the point is very valid. There are factors that play into this, but they do need to do a better job, because this card, I'll be honest with you guys, the last 3 built-up cards, right? That includes the last 2, what we would call pay-per-views, right? And then now this Saturday night main event have had me like, do I need to put you on the big screen, or can I put you on the little screen? WWE is usually a big screen thing for me. If you're going on the little screen, that means you missed the mark. This seems like a little screen event for me. See, why you laughing, bro? I'm just being real.
I'm laughing because, like I say, it's just funny. No, it's just it's one of those things where we're starting to get into the territory we were in a few years ago, okay? And that was when somebody else was running Raw and SmackDown. It's starting to get to the point where NXT is a can't miss show. Like, you can't miss their premium live events. You can't miss, those Tuesday night shows, because you gonna miss something.
You gonna miss them yams. That's what you gonna miss.
I know.
It is yam central NXT, brother. But thank you, Sean.
It's Thanksgiving all the time.
Hey, it's always some Christmas hams around that mug. Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, but like it's starting to get to that point again, and every so often, like I say, we've seen WWE correct the ship, but it's usually when they're building up to like one of their bigger shows. Like after Saturday night's main event, we're probably gonna see a big change going into Survivor Series, because Survivor Series will be just a few weeks after that. And the thing I was gonna say is Jey Uso versus CM Punk. I see that match ending with something that they're going to try and surprise us with, but I think it might happen. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. But if it happens, called it. I think we see Paul Heyman come out during that match, and I think we see possibly Jey Uso become the leader of the Vision. I know some people would think Punk, but think about everything we've seen from Jey, and he's acting more Roman-esque. He's thinking more like Roman. Well, to get back to where he wants to be, wouldn't he need a bloodline? He can't rely on Roman to fall back behind him. Jimmy's already questioning him. He ain't gonna go to Lil Bro and his MFTs. So why not step into the slot Seth had and have himself an Oracle wise man at his side with 2 monsters in Braun and Bronson, being like, hey, because yes, I understand you want to push Braun Breaker to the front, but here's the thing. Braun Breaker, we know still got a little work to do on the mic, but he's got the intensity, but still got some work to do on the mic. Yes, that's why you got Heyman.
But sucks on the mic. Nah, hold on. I got to stop you. I'm going to let you go. But all I got to say is you got to be truthful. That nigga sucks on the mic. Okay, he is like the worst version of if you mashed up Rick and Scott together, two niggas who were both not good on the mic. Every time he talks, it is the shits.
Yeah, he basically looks like his daddy and talks like his uncle. Okay,
yes,
we can admit that. We can admit that. You know, I say one of the best promos he cut was when he was doing one right before WrestleMania, and he was just copying off Scott's "The Numbers Don't Lie" promo. Okay, Steiner math all day, every day.
I was gonna say you call it what it's known as. That's Steiner math. Okay,
yeah. Say Steiner math, but I think that would because think about it, like I think Braun would have more respect following someone like Jey Uso, who he went to war with, you know, versus a guy like Punk, you know, versus a guy like Punk, where he's literally just been at Punk's head all this time. Like I say, I think if you were to put a new member into the Vision, because I think that's what they're missing, and I would put Jey Uso kind of like as the new leader, and you need an enforcer, right? That's when we throw in that guy y'all both were talking about, Omos. Throw Omos in there. So then now you have the big lumbering enforcer. You got the two guys on the side as badasses that can go after the mid-card titles or, you know, tag belts. And then you got the champion along with his special advisor, his advocate, his oracle, his wise man, the CEO of the Dangerous Alliance. I mean, you could just list them all off for Heyman. You do that, and I think you're going to make everybody go, what in the world is about to happen?
So my thing is, I'm with you on Omos, but I don't want Jey Uso to be there. I want Jay's heel turn to be at a more monumental moment and let him kind of be on his own 2 feet with his heel turn, because I want him to be viewed as a powerful heel, not somebody that needs help, right? What I would actually like to see is I do want to see 4 members, just like you're saying. But actually, what I would like to see is the 4th member is this guy come in and help out the Brown Browns in whatever match that we know clearly they're going to probably force them into one on Saturday night's main event, right? I'd like to see Austin Theory be the member of the Vision. That's what I would like to see, because now you actually have somebody with mic capabilities and charisma to go along with that group. And Paul doesn't have to just do the heavy lifting all the time, right? Paul can do the heavy lifting for Omos and for Tsunami Boy. His name just totally slipped my mind. But Tsunami Boy, thank you. And I think that would be great for them, because that would give them a little bit of time to start working and being able to start being on the mic a little bit more, right? Build their characters. But man, I think Austin Theory with this group would be electric, dude, because now you can get away from the funny Austin Theory and get back to what his original presentation was, which was, I am a cold-blooded heel. I will do anything it takes to win.
Austin Theory is definitely somebody you got to take a look into, because he is. Like I say, when the first time I saw Austin Theory, I literally looked at him and I said, "Oh my goodness, they found a new Randy Orton." Like, I looked at that man and I was just like, dude, this guy has the same potential as Randy. And then, like say, they did all the stuff with him in NXT, and I'm just like, okay, he kind of got a little funny. And then when they brought him up to the main roster, they put him with you know who, and you know blah blah. But then, you know, we kind of lost that version of Austin Theory, and then we got the version that cashed in on the U.S. Championship, and people were calling him all sorts of names. I'm like, then he got stuck with ATL Down Under, which I think the best thing for him was being in that tag team with Grayson Waller, because Grayson Waller was everything everybody wanted, was essentially what Austin Theory should have been for a period of time. Like, just this annoying, you just want to see somebody punch him in the mouth type heel that was just getting like all sorts of heat. And I think Austin Theory started benefiting from that, because he's just like, okay, I can't do it on the level I was doing it before. I got to go up a notch because Grayson Waller, I'm sorry, he may be the nicest guy in the world in real life or something like that, but that guy has a way of talking that makes you just go, ooh, I wish somebody would just walk up and slap you. Ooh, I wish somebody would kick you. Ooh, I wish somebody would hit you with a Segway. I mean, they just want, like, you just want to see somebody do something. Put some kind of hurting on that man. That's right. I said a Segway.
Sleep, bro.
Like I say, that's what I think of when I think of Grayson Waller. Like, that man got such, and the problem is he's cooled off. He's cooled off now, hanging out with the New Day. But I think Austin Theory coming in with the vision, like that would be.
He's cooled off because they haven't done anything with the New Day.
Right. Like
they literally had this moment. They turned him heel, and since they've turned him heel, have basically done piss all with him.
Right, 100%. That could have been one of the greatest heel turns of all time.
I just want to say
they could have had one of the greatest heel runs of all time.
I just want to say, there's been some accusations made of Triple H that's starting to look real true right now. He might want to fix what he's doing. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's okay. Put Sean on the head of creative for Raw and SmackDown. Those things will get fixed. Because hey, just look at NXT. Just look at NXT.
Look. I'm gonna just say it this way before we get moving. If Sean get on, we know it's about to be a yamocracy in this month. Okay, all right.
It's a yam tatership.
It's about to be Yam Dependence Day in this month. Okay, all right.
It's gonna be
Yamdemic is about to spread.
It's about to be the good, the bad, and the yams.
I ain't gonna be opposed to it. All that being said, though, look, since the last time we talked about the Bears and the Cowboys, I think both teams have started to play better football. The Bears have won at this point 4 in a row. It looks like they with Lamar Jackson being out on this Sunday, they should be setting themselves up for a 5th win in a row. The Cowboys, despite having the ultimate Make-A-Wish Foundation defense where, hey, baby, what's your dream? We going to make it come true. Dak Prescott, of any quarterback out there right now, is probably playing the very best football. If not for the Make-A-Wish Foundation defense, we would probably be talking about Dak Prescott being the early leader for MVP candidate. If you don't believe me, go look up his numbers. That nigga is balling. Okay. All that being said, Mace, I want to start with you here because I know me and T both got to say our piece about the Bears and how we're feeling. So, Mace, all that being said, how are you feeling about the Cowboys right now? I know you were very down on it at multiple points during the year, including today. You've had the Fire Jerry hashtag under your name. I gotta ask, how are you feeling at this point?
I'm feeling much like I did in 2020. We'll definitely have if you play the Cowboys right now, you're probably going to have a career day. This is kind of what goes on. Every quarterback except Jalen Hurts that's played Dallas has had a career day. Like they've had like league leading numbers versus Dallas. Like it's outrageous.
Make-A-Wish Foundation, baby. What's your dream? We gonna make it come true.
I don't understand how you can put a product on the field on one side of the ball that's literally number one in yards, number one in points, all these great things, and yet just sit idly by as your defense just crumbles. Like, as a matter of fact, right now, brother, pretty much our entire starting secondary outside of Deron Bland is out. They just put Trayvon Diggs back on IR, which personally I think he came back too early. I can tell the difference between as somebody with terrible knees. I can tell when somebody's out there with knee issues still. Like, sure, he can kind of mask it, but I know the walk of somebody who got bad knees, and brother Trayvon has bad knees now. So they put him. They just put him back on IR. It's gonna be. I'm not expecting this. the defensive line in the pass rush has gotten better. They seem to have found two young guys in James Houston and Donovan Ezeraku that have potential, and we hope. But I'm not with that whole hope thing. We had a pass rusher. I'm not letting this go, brother. I'm not letting this go. Because guess what? We are still terrible at stopping the run. I mean, it hasn't. I mean, look, we had like one or two good games where it's like, okay, well, at least we can stop the run. I'm not trying to laugh.
I'm not trying to laugh at your pain, man.
We traded Micah for Kenny Clark because we wanted to stop the run, and guess what? We still can't stop the run. Our linebackers are god awful.
It's arguable to say that y'all are actually worse in run defense because Micah would at least make a play or two for you in the run game where you know he gonna get you TFL. Who's gonna do it now?
Exactly. It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous to think that Micah Parsons his presence didn't have effect in the run game.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, offense is listen, bro, when Dallas is on offense, bro, I can pretty much look at my phone the whole time because I know something good is gonna happen. Like I don't need to watch and be like, oh my God, I hope. Nah, they good over there. Javonte Williams is the leading rusher in the NFC. Like I said, if it wasn't for as bad as our defense is, Dak Prescott, which in my opinion is still, he should still be leading the MVP race. But you know, records and stuff play a lot into who's going to win MVP, all that whatnot. But yeah, man.
I mean, here's the crazy part. Y'all are averaging 31 a game. Y'all are averaging giving up 29 a game.
Yeah. It's not good. Like we pretty much have to score 40 to. I'm not even gonna say 40 guarantees us a win with the way this defense is playing, bro. It's crazy. George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb are easily the best receiver duo in the league. Like hands down, I don't even think it's close. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm at this point as a Cowboys fan, bro. I'm just watching games just because it's in the contract. That's it.
Jesus. All right, T. T. How you feeling about the Bears right now, brother?
Oh my goodness. Okay. So here's my thing right now, okay? Because Mace was talking about like say being like, hey, one side of the ball is doing their job, the other side isn't. We've been living with that as Bears fans for a long time. Our defenses have always been like, hey, we can do this, and our offense been like, no, we can't.
Welcome to our hell.
I'll say, but no, it's one of those situations where I'm loving what I'm seeing out of the defense. Like Dennis Allen as a coordinator has been doing his doggone thing. He has, like I say, that defense is playing. Like I say, it was like those first two games, just like what happened there. But then we're seeing the defense be like, hey, no, I think they're finally starting to buy in. Like, I think the defense is realizing, like, hey, you know what? Our offense can score. We just need to give them opportunities. I mean, at a certain point in time, the offense needs to capitalize, okay? We've all said that. Every Bears fan has said, get those points that the defense is handing you. When you get a pick in the red zone, you get a pick on the 30, get those points because you are not going to have shorter fields. Like, it's one of those situations where, as a Bears fan, you are hoping that everything is clicking on both sides because we have seen it with our defense where they are trying to play just amazingly. They're getting the takeaways that they say have defined the Chicago Bears for years. I say, hey, we may not get you on the offensive side, but we gonna get you on the defensive side. That was the Bears. I'm hoping that that like say Ben Johnson's system, like we saw DeAndre Swift have a great game last week. We just need to get Caleb, into the swing. We need to start making sure that our players are making big plays on the ball. Because if our offense can cook and our defense can cook, then we ready to come into anybody's kitchen and make a meal. Okay, let's just be honest on that.
So for me, I have to say I feel good about where this team is at currently. They're obviously last week the passing game was a big concern for a lot of people. I mean, if we're being completely honest, the passing game it looked bad last week. We could try and mince words and everything. There's a varied reasons to why that was happening based off of what I've seen on the All-22. But regardless, Caleb Williams has to be better. There were some throws that he turned down. There were some throws that he missed that you just can't have. This is probably his worst performance since the Vikings game earlier this season. He wasn't great in that game. He wasn't really great in week 2, but the previous 3 games he had been good. One thing that gives me confidence is that if you look at Caleb's track record, and I know it's a very small sample size with the Bears, but when he has played bad like that, generally the next game is a good one. And that's what you want to see, right? That tells you that your guy is trending in the right direction. We've seen more good than bad from Caleb in the offense this year, but they most definitely have still got to finish cleaning up those penalties, and they have to finish more drives when they are put in advantageous positions by the defense. It cannot just be the defense got you the ball at the 30-yard line and you are only getting 3 out of the drive. You have to convert those to 7s. That's the next step into being a truly great and competitive team week after week and season after season, which is when you have a defense that gives you short fields, that you capitalize on them with touchdowns and not field goals. Field goals in those situations consistently are how you end up getting beat. I think this team is going to keep turning people over because it seems as if the defense is coming together for sure. It seems like that the defenders especially are truly, truly understanding what Dennis Allen is asking from them. So I think that only continues to improve. But one thing that we have to make sure that happens is the progression just has to keep coming. I think Phil has a great point here, is that Caleb's progression is the normal of what is expected. I think people's outsized expectations of rookie quarterbacks due to the success of someone even going back to Andrew Luck in this situation, right? Seeing the success that those guys had and then thinking that that's supposed to be the norm is not the case. I mean, most talented rookie quarterbacks who end up being great, it usually takes them 3-4 years. Usually by year 4, you're like, oh, we are cooking right now. Usually the truly, truly like next level ones, year 3, you're like, oh my God. So I think the progression arc is happening in the way that it should. I think the Bears continue to end up having a very successful season. I'm telling you guys, I really feel like this team is, I ain't gonna say it too loud, on the verge of the playoffs. But they got to continue playing good football for sure.
So the last thing I want to talk about Dallas is the fact that my goodness, bro, Brandon Aubrey is for sure going to hit a 70-yarder before the season's over with, dog.
Probably.
Like listen, bro, if you are a soccer athlete in college and you're not going pro, hire a kicking coach right now.
All right. Thank you, Coach Mace. We got to get into the picks for this week because, nigga, I'm not about to spend a bunch of time talking about a kicker. Hey, and you're right. Me and Mace, we be in there. We be in there, Phil. That's right.
Spreading democracy, giving out
That's
a little
right.
bit of liberty.
Absolutely. But all right, this week, let's get these picks rolling. We've got Dolphins at Falcons. I think this should be pretty easy. T, who you got?
ATL.
Mace, who you got?
Falcons.
Yeah, it's a Falcon sweep around here. All right, we got Jets at Bengals. Mace, who you got?
Oh God. Give me the Bengals, man. Flacco about to have a career day.
Oh man. Oh geez. T, who you got?
Cincy.
I'm actually gonna go. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna pick the Jets. I'm gonna feel like this is gonna be the one where they stun everybody. This is gonna be the game where we watch Joe Flacco be Joe Flacco that we know he is. Okay, he gonna throw it up to defense in this one. Bears at Ravens. Lamar Jackson's out today. Mace, who you got?
Give me the Bears, man. Yeah.
T, who you got?
Do I really gotta say it?
Nah, it's a Bear sweep around here. I already knew. It's pretty easy. Bills at Panthers. Mace, who you got?
You know what, man? Give me the Panthers, dog. The Bills just don't seem like they have it this year. Josh Allen is still balling, but nah, I don't see it.
That's fair. T, who you got?
I got to go with Buffalo, man. Like I say, hey, they may not seem like they have it, but I don't think they're far from finding it again. This might be the game that helps them.
Yeah, I'm going to take Buffalo here, but I still think this is going to be a really close game because Buffalo's defense is not good. And that offense, I mean, when is one of these wide receivers going to step up? That's all I can say. When is one going to step up? T, 49ers at Texans. Who you got?
I'm going to go San Fran.
Okay. Mace, who you got?
I got the Texans here. I think that they will figure it out, man. They still have a lot of talent on that offensive side of the ball. I just think they just got to figure it out, man. That defense is elite.
The number one scoring defense in the league. I'm taking the Texans here. Look, man, at some point, all these injuries are going to catch up with the 49ers. It didn't catch them up last week. I think this is going to probably be the week that it does it. Browns at Patriots. I mean, Jesus, this should be easy. T, who you got?
We going Pats. Come on, it's the Pats, man.
Mace, who you got?
Is Dylan Too Small Gabriel still out there?
Yes.
Exactly, bro. Give me the Pats.
Look, if you want to talk about looking like a child next to grown men, that's Dylan Gabriel. Easy money, Pats here. All right, we've got Giants at Eagles. Mace, who you got?
Give me the Eagles, man.
Ooh, that hurt your soul, didn't it?
No, not really. Not really, bro.
Who you got, man?
Yo, got to go with the Eagles. Hopefully Saquon can start getting off.
All right, I'm going to go Eagles here because I don't believe in that mirage of the Giants. But my ass.
But the
Buccaneers at
curse
Saints.
is real.
Buccaneers at Saints.
Bucks.
See who you got.
Bucks.
Yeah, it's a Bucks. It's pretty easy.
I'm a nut because the Bucks. Come on now.
Titans at Colts. I think this is probably a Colts sweep. Can I say that fairly, gentlemen? I don't think anybody believes in the Titans at this point. Cowboys at Broncos. T, who you got?
You know what? For my boy B game, I'm picking the Broncos.
Mace, who you got?
Yeah, man. We about to let what's his name have a career day against us again. Another career day. So,
hell no. Y'all ain't letting Bo Nix have a
career
day.
Bo Nix is about to have a great day, bro. Give me the Broncos.
What
I'm gonna go crazy here. This is the game where all of a sudden people start asking the questions of if Bo Nix is actually good, because he's gonna be the one quarterback that's gonna struggle against the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I got Cowboys winning, baby. What's up?
Hey, appreciate you, bro. But
Packers at Steelers. See who you got.
Ooh, oh God, no, because this is the worst pick because it's either I'm picking Aaron Rodgers or I'm picking the Packers. So I'm gonna go Steelers just because they're the lesser two evils.
Mace, who you got?
Give me the Steelers, bro. Aaron Rodgers is so petty, dog. I know he bought the ball. He bought the ball.
This is going to be Aaron Rodgers' best game of the season. I'm taking the Steelers here because the Packers defense is boo. And then the last game of the week, we've got Commanders at Chiefs. Mace, who you got?
Give me the Chiefs.
Okay. T, who you got?
KC all day.
Yeah, it's a KC sweep. The Commanders are a real suspect this year. They have really came back down to earth, and they're looking most definitely like, hey, that what was it, third place or last place schedule that they had last year helped them out a lot. That being said, Mace, tell the people where to find you.
You know, man, Twitter, funky_stuff09, Twitch, twitch.tv/swaggymace. Hit your boy up.
T, tell the people where to find you.
You can find me at The Real Trey Camp on Twitter. You can also find me at @TCampbell_ITC on Instagram.
At J Span the Man everywhere. You'll either see my pretty face or the ITC logo. Make sure you like, subscribe, rate us, review us. If you only give us 4 stars instead of giving us 5 stars, I'm inclined to think that you are a hater. And you don't want me to think that because when I see you in person, I'm going to call you out on your. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you coming in to sit with us for another resounding episode of your favorite weekly sports show, and that is ITC
Sportsball.
Sportsball.
I like it. That's what I like.
Fire Jerry.